Hi everyone. The topic is focus on competition has always been a formula of mediocrity. To understand the topic more and to understand whether how competition is relevant to success in a business, let's understand the theory of forms. According to the theory of form is a microeconomic concept founded in neoclassical economics that states that a firm exists and make decisions to maximize profits. The theory holds that the overall nature of companies is to maximize profits, meaning to create a much of a gap between revenue and cost. The firm's goal is to determine pricing and demand within the market and allocate resources to maximize net profits. In a way, a firm exists to make profits, and in a marketplace, there could be n number of firms. And as time passes, as market becomes more attractive, so the number of competition. Here we will talk about what are the basic decision attributes that we consider keeping the competition in mind. That include customer segment, customer relationship, distribution channel, value proposition, key resources, key partners, cost structure, key activities, revenue stream. In each of these decisions, we keep our competition in mind while taking a business decision. For example, let's consider the fourth bullet point, value proposition. Value proposition can be of two types, one through differentiation and another one through reducing the price. Let's think about a scenario where our primary competition is providing a similar product with the same features. In such a scenario, we might have to play with the price. On the flip side, let's talk about another scenario where we have our product with huge differentiation from our nearest competition. In such a scenario, we don't have to mind much about the price. So each and every decision attribute will be decided based on the competition. And the importance of competition is not restricted to the existing businesses. It's also relevant when we are trying to enter a new market and find whether a market is attractive or not. In fact, competition is one of the 5 factors to decide the industry attractiveness. For example, those 5 attributes include buyer power, supplier power, threat of a new entrant, threat of a substitute, and competition. We consider each of these 5 factors to decide whether a market is attractive or not. Asking the question whether we should focus on the competition, yes or no. To answer this question, there is no objectified yes or no answer. It's more of a subjective question. But in most of the cases, keeping the 21st century business requirements in mind, we might have to consider the competition in each and every business decision. But there are some exceptions also. For example, a firm that is following a blue ocean strategy where they are creating an uncontested market altogether. In such a scenario, since we are creating a new market and exploring a new territory altogether, we might not have to consider the competition in the first place. There are such firms also which have created a new market altogether with a new product and increase the differentiation with time so that the competition cannot even imagine to enter such a market because of the existing entry barriers. Let's talk about the case of Tesla. Tesla has successfully mastered the electric train engine technology along with the battery engine technology and thereby created a new market altogether. And by the time the nearest competition tried and planning to enter the Tesla's market, it became too late and Tesla is much far ahead of its nearest competition. In a way, Tesla at the present don't have to consider the competition, and it is quite evident with the demand and supply mismatch when it comes to Tesla products. Take the case of Foxconn, which is say assembling third-party firm It's a South Korean firm that assembles Apple products. Since there is not much differentiation involved within the kind of service they provide, there were many number of competitors uh, erupted with the time, and Pegatron has eventually become a prime competition of Foxconn. As a result, their margins has been very low, as low as 0.03%. Concluding, keeping the 21st century business requirements in mind, we might have to change this line to focus on just competition has always been a formula of mediocrity. Thank you.